Get us going.
Yeah. Hey, Sasha, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Rutgers and Illinois were a couple of those teams last year that kind of played with a very distinct sort of competitive swagger, I guess you could say, and that's not something Purdue always matched necessarily. It didn't seem like. What's different this year, you think?
I don't think anything is different from their end. Obviously, I think they're both good teams and everything, but I think we're starting to get that as well. I think last year you go into a game and you think certain styles and the way people play kind of will give you trouble, but I don't think that way this year at all. I think we could go into every single game and we could have the ability to win and go get a win on the road. So I feel like this year we're a lot more competitive. We're able to accept the challenges that are ahead of us and just give it our all.
Yeah. Your young guys seem relatively well wired for that kind of thing in terms of their I guess you could use the word competitive edge, fearlessness, things like that. Is that what you're seeing from them?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously they're new to this league, and they I enjoy the fact that they have a feeling about them that they don't necessarily care who else is the stars in this league or whoever has done good things in this league. I think you want to go in and you want to take that challenge to whoever it is every single night, and I think our young guys are doing a really, really good job of that. We've played some really tough opponents so far, and they've shown up game to game and really given us impact, whether it be scoring or rebounding or just doing your defensive responsibilities. I think those are some major keys that our young guys have been doing really, really well so far.
What are the challenges this year of playing on the road? In any other year, you have to not worry about, but you have to contend with the fans, everybody booing you and all that stuff. What are the challenges now without those people there?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I think the challenges you face on the road are kind of the same ones you face here at home. It's weird, not seeing fans and not having. There's a certain buzz in the arena when you're getting ready to play, or even if it's away. But it's just definitely different, not having to rely on the fans to give you energy, and you just got to be ready to go from the jump wherever you're at, and whether it's home or away, it's just a unique challenge that I think we've embraced so far, and we've done a good job of. But now we just got to execute on the road and get some wins.
All right. Switching gears here real quick. You only got the one shot off against Maryland, but you factored into so much other offense. It seemed like Maryland paid a certain amount of attention to you, and that opened up some things for other people. How much, I guess, pride do you play in kind of playing that role where the attention you draw kind of helps open some other things up, all the sacrificial cuts you have to make and things like that?
Yeah, it's I don't know the exact wording of it, but it's a cool feeling, I guess, to be a marked person, I guess, on our team and somebody that they have to worry about on a scouting report and my shooting ability. But no person likes being a decoy necessarily. But yeah, those sacrificial cuts that you talk about are huge in our offense. We ran a number of plays where I'm faking a flare and Eric slips, or whoever the other person is, slip into the basket, and Trayvion's such a good passer that he's able to get us open looks. And obviously I only got one shot. I feel like I just didn't get a lot of opportunities, didn't get a lot of open looks. Yeah. They did a good job of defending me on the perimeter. But yeah, I think, within our offense, sometimes that's not necessarily my role to go get 10 shots a game. Sometimes it's to distribute, knock down shots when I'm open, let others create. And I thought I did a good job of that within that last game.
It seems like people are treating you like Carson and Klein a couple of years ago. That seems like a hell of a compliment.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I appreciate that if that's what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Carson's a different stratosphere of a player, but I think me and Klein are a little similar in the way we were able to come off screens and shoot. And I think Klein created a little bit more. I think in that aspect. But yeah, I guess, just if I was guarding me, that's the same thing I would do. I just try to run me off the line, try to get me to not have open looks on the perimeter. So, yeah, I would expect teams to do that. I got to expect it going into especially hostile environments and on the road. And, yeah, thank you for the compliment, but I don't know about all that.
I just meant kind of their attentiveness to you, where there are some extra eyes on you when you come off ball screens and things like that. But I got you. I'm good. Thank you, Sasha.
Thank you.
Carm?
Yeah, following up on that, do you feel like the Marksman theory on your team will rotate around based on the development of like Jaden and Brandon and some of the other guys that they're going to have to pay attention to some of your other players as well?
I mean, yeah, I think if you're going to go based off of that idea, I don't think that's a very good game plan or any necessarily. I mean, we have one of the best bigs in the country in Travion, so I think worrying about him would be a priority as well. Our just ability to play off of him, I think, is huge. I think, create for others and get to the lane and kick out for threes, dump downs, and feed it to him. He's such a great passer out of the post, so I think he's the person that we kind of run it through, and then everybody else kind of feeds off of that. And I feed off of Eric getting penetration kicks and Travion kicking it out, and us running, actions where I'm able to get open looks, and Jaden and Brandon, their ability to go get a basket when we need it is huge. Their ability to break people down off the dribble and get pull-ups and get to the rim, and that's a different dynamic of our team that we necessarily didn't have last year, and it really helps us get clean open looks on the perimeter and deep post-ups for our big guys as well.
How much pride do you take in your rebounding and also the guards too to kind of help Zach and Travion down there? And do you feel like that's been a big deal of your team so far?
Yeah, I think we made a team goal before the season to just out rebound every opponent. I don't know if we've necessarily did that. I think Iowa might have gotten us, but it's a major goal on our list. I think our guards coming over the top and helping our big guys rebound whenever we can is a big thing. We could get stops, so we just got to make sure we get defensive rebounds as well.
All right, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Anything else for Sasha?
Yeah, I got one real quick, Chris. Sasha, can you kind of just talk about the development of this Rutgers program over the years that you've been here? Obviously, they've improved immensely, and they've already been ranked, around or inside the top 10 this season. What's made them so much better over the course of your time in the Big Ten?
Yeah, I think they're just a physical, competitive team. I think they really they just get after you. They make it tough the entire game. When I came to this league, they were struggling, and then now obviously they're a top 10 program, top 25 program. So it's always great to see a Big Ten team in the process and the development that they've had, and to becoming a program that's up there in the country. They got a lot of great players, got a lot of guys that can make a lot of plays, a lot of older guys that have been in this league for a while. So it's cool to see, obviously. And then, now we get to accept that challenge of going into their place and playing a top program, a top 15 program right now.
Thanks, man.
Yep, thank you.
Brian, you got something?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, Sasha, what's your impressions of Brandon so far? I mean, I know he's only 10 games in, and you saw him last year develop, and what's your thoughts on his play?
Yeah, he's definitely made drastic improvements from his year where he sat out, obviously, last year to now. He's really improved on the things that he might have struggled in last year, and so far this year he's given us a big boost in the shot creating category and his ability to break people down and get pull-ups, get to the rim. He's obviously a great, tremendous three-point shooter. On the defensive end, he's his ability to guard, their two guard or their best guard or whatever it may be. He's given us a big lift in that side of the ball as well. And obviously being a freshman, it's hard at first, but he's really accepted that challenge, and he's been really big for us so far.
Is that it? Cool. Thank you,
guys.
Sasha.
Thank you, Sasha.
Yep.